All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, That's True Inferno. Back at it with another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday, and I'll be honest with you guys. I did not expect to be doing what I'm doing right now. So obviously, you already see the title. You already see the picture. You already see the album cover. So you know exactly what I'm reviewing. I am reviewing Life in 1472 by Jermaine Dupri. And let's just get this out the way. So this is his debut studio album, by the way. He only came out with 2 albums, so I gotta review another Jermaine Dupri album next week. Now, the reason why I'm sounding so depressed is because as a rapper, I'm not really a fan of Jermaine Dupri. But I do like his beats. I will give him that. But as a rapper, no, he should just stick with producing and beat making. But let's move on. So this album came out July 21st, 1998, and was recorded from 1997 up to 1998. And this joint was done under So Def, Columbia, and Sony, which is interesting. And the producers involved were obviously Jermaine Dupri, Derek D. Angelette. Ooh, how you pronounce that? Angelette? Yeah. Charlemagne, Coptic, that's new. Carl Solo, that's new too. DJ Quick, Slick Rick, DJ Premier, Mariah Carey, interesting, and even more interesting, Kanye West. All right, so let's take a look at the charts real quick. So this album was platinum in the RIAA, and it was gold in the MC, which is like a Canadian certification thing. And it was number 3 on the Billboard 200 charts, number 1 on the US Top R&B/Hip Hop Albums charts, 20th in the Canadian album charts, 96th in the Dutch album top 40, which is the Netherlands, and 93rd on the official album charts, which is out in the United Kingdom. So there you go with that. Now let's look at the tracks. So there's 14 tracks, which means I can only give you guys a top 3, not a top 5. Now let's get on with this. So the first track is called Turn It Out featuring Nas. So this joint kind of, there's something like a number of these tracks features skits at the beginning of them. So there you go with that. I will tell you when the songs actually starts for each one of these tracks once I review these tracks one by one. But anywho, the first track is called Turn It Out featuring Nas. The next track is actually one of my all-time favorite tracks, actually. Money Ain't a Thing featuring Jay-Z. So this song was, and we get more of that later, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Not right now anyway. Track number 3 is called Get Your SH asterisk right. So basically, get your shit right. Featuring Mad Rapper and DMX. Track number 4 is called Fresh, featuring Slick Rick. Track number 5 is called Sweetheart, featuring Mariah Carey. I forgot, Money Anything and Sweetheart are 2 of the 3 singles from this album, by the way. Track number 6 is called Jazzy Hoes, featuring 8 Ball, Too Short, Mr. Black, and Young Bloods with a Z at the end. Notice the pattern here. In case you don't know, I'll tell you in a second. Let's move on. Track number 7, Don't Hate on Me, featuring The Brat and Crazy Bone. Expect to see The Brat a lot. Track number 8 is called Going Home With Me, featuring Keith Sweat and R.O.C, followed by You Get Dealt With, without the H on with, featuring Mace and Lil' Kim. Next up is The Party Critique. Now this is interesting. So the track on this album, this is an album where, you know, Jermaine Dupri and everybody else featured been cussing and stuff. But yet, for some odd reason, track number 10 is called The Party Continues, which is another single off that album, by the way. But it says video version. And I'm like, wait a minute. Normally, when it comes to video versions, they don't cuss. So what the heck is this doing on this album? But let's move on. The Party Continues video version featuring Da Brat and Usher, followed by All That's Got to Go featuring Da Brat and Latoucha, Latoucha, Latoucha Scott, followed by Protectors of 1472 featuring Snoop Dogg, R.O.C. again. Oh, expect to see that name a lot as well. And Warren G. But notice the pattern here. Track number 13 is called Lay You Down, featuring Trina Powell and Tamara Powell. And then the last track off this album is 3 The Hard Way, featuring Mr. Black and R.O.C. So, have you figured out the pattern yet? If you haven't, I'll give you about like 3 seconds. I mean, it's not that hard. 3, 2, 1. So the pattern is, if you would look at all the tracks on this album, again, there's 14 tracks, no skits, nothing like that. They all feature somebody. All of them feature somebody. Every single track on this album features somebody. He did not do a track by himself. And this is the one thing that I do not like about debut albums. Like, if this is your debut album, you got to prove yourself to get features, to get a lot of features on the album. And I'm like, yeah, I know Jermaine Dupri. Yeah, he's a well-known producer at this point, obviously. And he appeared on other people's songs, whatever the case may be. But damn, can you do a song by yourself? And the answer is no. But yeah, let's move on with the 3 singles. So the first single is called The Party Continues. So this joint came out February 17th, 1998. And there's no background. Now, I'm kind of curious to know why they put the video version on the album and not the actual, I guess the raw version or the uncut version or the official version. I don't know, but it's just weird. It's really just weird. But moving on, let's look at the charts. It was 29th on the Billboard Hot 100, 14th on the Billboard Hot R&B/Hip-Hop Singles and Tracks, number 6 on the Billboard Hot Rap Singles, and 16th on the Billboard Hot Dance Music/Maxi Single Sales. Oh, it's been a minute since I've seen that. And by the end of the year, 1998, I'm about to say 1992, but 1998, it was 92nd on the US Billboard Hot 100. And the single was certified gold, selling around 500,000 copies. So that's pretty good for a single, if I do say so myself. All right, so with that out the way, before I move on, was there a music video? I want to say there was a music. Oh, where it said video version. So yeah, there has to be a music video for this. Duh. All right, let's move on to the second single, which is again one of my all-time favorite songs, "Money Ain't a Thing." Now, here's the thing about this song. If I recall correctly, I reviewed a number of Jay-Z albums. I don't think I reviewed Volume 2, Hard Not Life. I'm not 100% sure. I had to double check on that, but I'm not sure if I did. If I did, please say so in the comment section below. So, there you go with that. I just want to point that out there because this song also appeared on that album. So this song was released May 11, 1998. So, now here's the thing. So again, this is the second single off of Life and 1472 album, but it also appeared as a bonus track on Jay-Z's album, Volume 2, Hard Not Life. And it's produced and again, Jermaine Dupri produced this track, who samples Weak at the Knees by Steve Arrington for the track's beat. And it can also be found on 2 of Jay-Z's Greatest Hits compilations, Chapter 1, Greatest Hits and Greatest Hits. In addition, it was nominated for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group at the 41st Grammy Awards in 1999. And, okay, it's interesting. The title of Money Ain't a Thing, okay, so let's see. Thing, Thang, appears as Money Ain't a Thing, Thing, on the vinyl single, but not on the CD single or any album it appears on. So, let's look at the charts. Interesting. It was 28th on the Hot Rap Singles, number 10 on the Hot R&B/Hip-Hop Singles and Tracks, and 24th on the Rhythmic Top 40. Yeah, not a lot in the singles department, nothing in terms of certifications. Now, obviously, it do have a music video. All right, and again, this is one of my all-time favorite songs. Now, the third and final song off this album, off this album, is called Sweetheart. And this joint came out, okay, so actually, hold up. So basically, this is their version of Jermaine Dupri and Mariah Carey. So apparently, there was an original version called Sweetheart by Rainy Davis. So that joint came out in 1987. So I guess they produced their own cover of that song. And so here's the thing. It was also on Mariah Carey's compilation album, which is Number Ones. And it later appeared on her 2001 Greatest Hits collection and 2003 remix compilation, The Remixes, which is very interesting. And Sweetheart was only given a commercial release in parts of Europe and Asia, where it garnered minor success and reached the top 40 in most markets. The commercial single was originally scheduled for release in the U.S. before the eligibility rules for the Billboard Hot 100 charts were changed to allow album cuts to charts. Following the change of rules for the Hot 100, the rules for the bubbling under Hot 100 singles charts were changed as well to allow airplay-only songs that were bubbling under or had not yet entered the Hot 100 to chart there. So Sweetheart began to receive radio and music video airplay, so yes, there's a music video, in early September 1998. By the way, this joint came out October 6, 1998. And in the first week of the rule change, where the song's run as a promotional single was ending, it entered the bubbling on the Hot 100 singles charts at number 25 and remained on the chart for 1 week. And again, there's a music video and it was directed by Hype Williams. Alright, so let's take a look at the charts. It was 15th in Belgium, the ultra tip Flanders. 63rd on the European Hot 100 singles charts, 15th on the official German charts, 14th in the Netherlands, 14th in the Netherlands Dutch Top 40, 22nd in the Netherlands Single Top 100. There we go. 44th out in Sweden, 18th in Switzerland, 25th on the US bubbling under Hot 100 singles, and 45th on the US Hot R&B/Hip-Hop Songs charts. And by the end of the year, which is 1998, it was 137th on the Netherlands Dutch Top 40. So yeah, there you go with that. And again, like I said, there's a music video for that as well. All right, so with the 3 singles out the way, let me give you guys my best tracks off this album from worst to first. Lay You Down is the worst track off this album. The tempo is straight, same with the melody. The bass is cool, same with the kick. The snare is straight. Overall, this track is just straight. And the song starts at 31 seconds in. So again, there's going to be a bunch of skits at the beginning of some of these tracks. Next up is You Get Dealt With. The tempo is cool, the melody is straight, the bass is bland, it needs way more of it. The kick is cool and powerful, which will be a theme, a lot of powerful kicks in this album. The snare is straight, overall the track is just straight. Next up, All That's Got to Go. The tempo is really cool, but the melody is straight. The bass is cool, but the kick is straight. It's a bit weak. The snare is cool, overall the track is cool, barely. Next up, Turn It Out. The tempo is cool, but should be faster. The melody is cool. The bass is straight. Same with the kicks, as it had a late 80s, early 90s feel. Same with the snare, but the snare was cool at least. Overall, the track was cool, and the song starts at the 35-second mark. Next up is Sweetheart. The tempo is cool. Same with the melody and the bass, excuse me. The kick is really cool and powerful. The snare is really cool as well. Overall, the track is cool. And this song starts at the 23 seconds mark. Next up is 3 the Hard Way. The tempo is cool, same with the melody. The bass is really cool. The snare is really cool. The kick is cool. Overall, the track is cool. Next up is Fresh. The tempo is cool, same with the melody. It needs a bass though. The kick is cool, got some power to it, which is cool. The snare is cool. Overall, the track is cool. And guess what? The track starts at the 28-second mark. The party continues. Tempo is really cool, the melody is cool, the bass is cool, the kick is cool, the snare is cool, overall the track is cool, and the track starts at the 0-second mark. Okay, I'm just playing. Next up is Jazzy Hoes. So the tempo is cool, but could be faster. The melody is cool, same with the bass and the kick and the snare, overall the track is cool. Next up is Don't Hate On Me. The beat pattern is cool. The tempo is cool, but could be a bit faster. The melody is cool and needs a bass though. The kick is really cool because of that power that the kick has. The snare is cool, but could be better. Overall, the track is cool. And the 4th best track off this album is Project. Oh, and this was actually a close one. This was actually a close one between these two. But I went with Protectors of 1472 as the 4th best track off this album. The tempo is cool, melody is really cool, the bass is cool, the kick is really cool, the snare is really cool, overall the track is really cool. Alright, I'm about to give you guys my top 3 tracks off this album. The best track off this album is Going Home With Me. The tempo is cool, the melody is really cool, the bass is cool but could be better, the kick is really cool, the snare is really cool, overall the track is really cool. Second best track off this album, Get Your Shit Right, or Get Your SH*** right. The tempo is straight, could be faster. The melody is really cool, same with the bass. The kick is cool, but a bit weak. The snare is really cool, overall the track is really cool, nevertheless. Number 1 track off, come on now, It's Money Ain't a Thing. Without question, the tempo is really cool. The melody and the bass are just cool, but the kick is really cool, the snare is really cool, and the track is really cool. And again, this is one of my all-time favorite tracks right here. The tempo really makes this beat in combination with the drums. So Money Ain't a Thing is the best track off of this album. All right, let me give you guys some professional rating. All Music gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Robert Christgau gave it a 1 star. Which is weird, or I guess funny. It just says 1. I don't know 1 out of what, but it just said 1 star. But let's move on. CD Pages gave it an unfavorable review. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B-. Rolling Stones gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. SF Weekly, is that San Francisco Weekly? Yes, it is. Gave it an unfavorable review. The Vibe and Yahoo Music both gave it favorable reviews separately, obviously. So what do I think about this album? This album actually got potential with the beats. It actually really do actually. So there was some beats where it's like, it could be better, but it do got some potential. I would give this album you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say 4 out of 5 stars. And I recommend you download it, and it's up to you whether you want to keep it or not. But I will tell you this. Money in the Thing, that is a definite download. Get your SH asterisk right, that's a definite download. Going Home With Me, that's a definite download. And Protectors of 1472, that's a definite download. Now here's the thing about Money in the Thing. If you want this album just for that song, go get Jay-Z's Volume 2 Hard Knock Life. That's really all you need, because that's a much better album, obviously. So you could go get that. But again, those 3 other songs, don't sleep on those songs. Get your shit right. Going Home With Me and Protectors of 1472. Do not sleep on those 4 songs, those 3 other songs rather. And Don't Hate On Me and Jazzy Hoes, they pretty straight cool as well. So don't sleep on those songs. All right, so I'm about to call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is your new Jay Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.